All right, so we start off, get a quick jumper. Now, Matt, I want you to start getting rebounds right there where the ball is now. Jump up there, and you got to work on your hands so you could catch it. You can't allow that ball to hit the ground. All right. So I like how Colin gets us set up and creates spacing from the point guard position. Now here, this is called rob. This is how you know if you're taking a good shot. Are you in range? Are you open? Are you balanced? All three of those are correct. So, of course, Xavier's going to shoot and knock that down. Those are the shots you want to run your offense for. Great screen right here, Matt. But you got to remember to roll. So, Colin, he kind of mentioned to you sometimes during the game to make sure you roll. All right, now, does this offense player need space or support? Right now, I think he's picking up his dribble. He needs support. So, I'm glad Colin ran to him. But also know that because we did that, now Jashawn is guarding the point guard. And he's not comfortable guarding point guards. And now your point guards guard Matt. So, now we get a screen, pocket pass, and Matt rolls, and that's a wide open layup going downhill to the basket. That's great offense. And again, great screen. All right, so let's watch this again. All right, we force a switch by coming off the screen. Keep your dribble alive on that, Colin. All right, and now we got to do a spacer support. Colin runs, supports Blake, gets the ball. All right, now here comes the screen. Colin calls for it, has the patience to call for it, and throws a pocket pass. That's training right there. Being able to throw a pocket or a push pass in those situations, what you're looking for. Great job. All right, so now here comes a slip. Good job, Alex. He gets fouled. He's felt the guy coming down, about to switch it. So Xavier's guarding, about to switch to Logan. And we've drilled this in our drills and our training camp videos. Same thing. If he slips, then you go ahead and get to the free throw line. Now look at the feet on the block out. Y'all got to step up the court. So Alex did a great job all game of offensive rebounding. Blake, you got to pinch, so step with your inside foot. We'll drill that better. All right, so now Alex gets a hand on it, and it just makes it an adventure for Blue to get a rebound when that rebound should come much easier. So the free throw blockouts. And I like that when Blake catches, he typically pump fakes, so that's why I stopped it there. All right, here comes the drive. Matt, we don't need a screen on the baseline. There's no room for that. We got to learn how to space. All right, so another thing that's not your fault, we'll make sure we teach that. All right, so same thing here. We need guys to step up and to pinch. Who has shooter? It looks like Logan. All right, and all our guys step in. All right, you got to step up and into. So now you can get pushed inside, and on long rebounds, the other team is going to get. All right, so we got to do better at that. All right, that's a good screen, but look here, Derek, when you're going, you got to screen a body. All right, you just kind of run past him. You don't really touch anybody. Jashawn this is what this was really about. Look at Jashawn. He's helping. All right. Here comes Matt with the screen. So Jashawn again. He's ready to help on the screen. All right, and we got downhill. We threw a pass, and Jashawn contests. So Colin did a great job of floating, but he didn't float to the three-point line. He floated to the short corner. All right, so here we go. Jashawn's in the middle of the court. As soon as he sees this drive, Xander should not help up the court, but does, and that's why we float. But if you're at the three-point line, Colin, Jashawn won't affect your shot. So Jashawn, great hustle. Colin, you got to float to the three-point line for spacing, and that would have been an easy, effortless shot for you. All right, again, our point guards are directing people. Make sure we get spacing. Good job, Alex. All right, now look at Alex up here, the other Alex, the bigger Alex. He starts from the free throw line to rebound, and he crashes. Derek, you got to put a body on him. When y'all see a shot, y'all run to the ball. Y'all got to run to a person and block out. So as a result, he gets an easy 2 points. Now, Isaac should not be taking the ball out here. He's going to be a big man. So look, who is that over there? Devereaux, he sees the back of Logan's head, so he cuts. But Isaac's not used to taking out the ball, so he's open now. You got to make sure your personnel matches with what you're trying to do. You want Alex posting up like here. Now, Devereaux, at no point was Xavier open. You just threw the ball. All right, we can't just throw the ball just because. I'd rather you get a 5-second call and get a dead ball turnover than throw a live ball turnover like that. All right, so now, who is this? Darius, you got to quit going right only. If you throw it back to Xander, he's wide open. But you keep driving right. All right, and here, Alex and Xander have to space out, so Colin has to choose who he's going to guard. So, again, that becomes an adventure because of poor spacing. Now, Xander, Darius is wide open right there. Instead of the floater, just throw it to him. And Darius, a timely jump would help. You're high, but who cares? You didn't get a rebound or nothing. All right, so quit just jumping for no reason. You need a timely jump. All right, so here comes a paint touch from Xavier. Now watch Xavier from this play. He throws it to Colin. He gets a paint touch and sprints out. And Colin knows what he's doing, so if you sprint out to the paint, kids are undisciplined, another Rob shot, in range, open, and balanced. So way to relocate Xavier, and way to throw the extra pass. A lot of guys don't have teammates that are willing to be patient and wait for you to get back open. Another paint touch, a good take by Colin, just missed it. And it's a really good floater. Great cutoff right here for Xavier, right in front of him, Alex. If he trips, that's kind of his problem. You shoot a floater, nobody can block that shot. All right, we got to learn shots that are helpful at every level. Great cut here, Alex. Your activity was a problem for blue team all game. Now, I pause it because, look, somebody's closing out to Logan. He goes against his momentum and then gets an easy paint touch for a floater. We got to have these shots. Great floater, great shot. It doesn't matter if Shaq's trying to block you or somebody little. All right, now here, Isaac got to catch that ball. Colin, quit reacting to everything. Colin, you know you got to get your heels on the three-point line with guarding Alex. You can't let him just walk into threes. All right, you're guarding well below, almost at the free throw line. Y'all got to make sure you keep Alex off the boards. Again, he's crashing every time. Darius, this is a very different shot than Alex's. It's off the dribble. Are you in range? Yes. Are you open? No. Great contest there, Gavin. That's good defense. But now, look how easy it is for them to block out, or it should be. Everybody walks towards the rim, and it goes over their head. Y'all need to go towards a body. All right, so that what should have been an easy rebound is not, and yellow gets another possession because of it. All right, so now we get a floater. Alex is cutting to the basket, and Alex's man had to help and guard the other Alex. So now we get another offensive rebound. So that's why you got to get a floater. At least it gets on the rim, and you get two opportunities at the basket, where if you don't have a floater, you get blocked, and then it doesn't. All right, way to call for the screen. Xander's coming off. Darius should be floating and not killing space, but since Derek's playing off, Alex just simply screens and gives a quick dribble handoff for a wide in-range shot. All right, and now Alex gets a rebound, and they were out of rebounding position because of the screen and the player movement. All right, Darius, go left right there. You keep going right because you're right-handed, and you run into traffic. All right, so let's look at these two shots again. Off the dribble, look at Blue's positioning. They have great position for a rebound. They don't get it, but should. Now look after a screen and some player movement. Look at Blue's positioning. Guys are out of position, and now the smallest guy on the court, Alex, ends up with the rebound in that possession. So player movement first. Wait for a good shot. The ball is moving and coming back to you. All right, Matt, we got to catch that. All right. But I do like the way you got to have a short memory. You miss the first one, very next play, you catch the next one and get a layup. That's how y'all gotta be. You make a mistake, go to the next possession, and don't compound them. All right, so Nick, as Nick drives baseline, Alex, just stay there. But since you drive trying to set a screen, and you should, you bring Gavin, who now is the one who blocks or changes shots. All right, so if you just, and look, that's another thing we'll work on. Great Euro step for an open shot. You got to knock that in, Colin, but good way to be there, Derek, for the rebound. Ticey, look at Ticey trying to tell Nick to space. So since he doesn't space, she spaces, which is good and shows, just good IQ. Nick, get balanced. Your left foot shouldn't be in front of your right, but because, again, there's some player movement going on, you had a wide open shot, nobody within 5 feet of you. All right, Matt, we got to do a better job at throwing to a person, all right? But this play is about Gavin. Look where Gavin is, and let's talk about player movement. Gavin moves without the ball, and because he kept moving, everybody's lost. He should have a wide open layup, but Jashawn is just having a really kind of hidden great game. Defensively, he's just active. He's saved so many points so far. All right, now look at this screen. Matt comes from one side to the other and then sprints out of it. That's how you get offensive boards. Again, who's there? Jashawn, to make it a tough shot. All right, way to keep it alive. And then good play make, Blake. That's something that you've grown at in just the past month. You're a different player when it comes to making plays easier for other people. All right. Now here, again, Blake cuts to space. He sees the back of Alex's head. If you see the back of somebody's head, cut. And because of that, we get another score. A way to move without the ball. And Matt, great pass. All right, we're still having trouble blocking out. All right, so Ticey gets a hand on the ball. Great over-the-top pass. Way to know what pass to throw in. Most players would have threw a straight pass, but Alex threw over the top. Matt is setting quick screens and bumping. Gavin, great look. Those are impressive passes to me for y'all to make such a .5 quick decision. And there goes Gavin again with another quick pass to make the game easier for his teammates. All right, that matters. Neither one of y'all need to dribble. Gavin dribbles and Blake dribbles, all right? In a year, you're going to be going against taller, bigger players. That's going to end up being a block shot because of those wasted movements. All right? So we're heading downhill. Gavin, you got to get balanced and throw a pass, all right? Once it's like you don't have a reverse button. You're just going forward the whole time. Jashawn, we got to use our pivot drills here. Look, you're throwing against your body, all right? If there's defensive pressure, that'd be a turnover. You can't put anything behind it. Turn, pivot, and pass. All right, so Gavin, this is good. Matt is just setting great screens and moving. This is a bounce pass. You throw over the top every time, so Colin has to give that up. Now watch this. This is why we do the drills we do. One-handed passes. Colin doesn't have a choice because Xander's fouling him, but I don't think there's a ref that's going to call that. All right, so if you can't throw an on-the-move, left-handed pass off the dribble, that would be a turnover. All right, so that's why we do skill work for little things like that aren't stats. All right, there goes another over the top, Gavin. Not bad, but again, I want you to be able to read which pass to make when, and that you're wide open. We don't get an attempt because you're nervous about shooting because you missed your last shot. All right, got to shoot that. Blake, you got to float. Xavier threw it to where you should have been, and you stood still, and that's why you didn't get a shot off. So remember our spacing rules. Way to look up the court, Colin, to quickly figure out where your opportunities are. So you push, and you're just waiting for the defensive mistake. And somebody forgets to guard Blake in transition, and because of your quick push and quick decision, wide open shot. All right, Darius' top foot is up, and I love that you went and attacked his top foot because now he has to drop step, and Gavin's downhill. That's training. If he does this, you do that type of game. All right, now look at Jashawn on this closeout. Xavier's open. Obviously, he can hit that shot. We've seen him hit multiple already, but because of Jashawn's effort, it makes him miss it off the backboard because of his effort. And so Jashawn's having a secretly great game. All right, so let's watch it again. Outside of Jashawn's effort, let's look at the blue team defensively. Look how many people are below the free throw line. So now if there's an offensive rebound, which there is, they're off to the races for an easy layup because y'all didn't balance the court for defensive transition, and then they get an easy bucket. So make sure the opposing team scores against a set defense, all right? So get back in transition, all right? Isaac, you got to grab that rebound and go back up with it. You can't let that one come out your hand, all right? On this screen, way to call for your screen. You see the opportunity. Gavin's not ready. Gavin, when you see a screen, you need to call it. Then you call what you're doing. If it's switch, then switch. All right, so here we got a 2-1 split. Colin does a good job of getting it to Gavin. Isaac, a way to have your head up, ready to get a putback. That's a good job there. Way to look up, Alex. You didn't even dribble, just threw it ahead. All right, Tycee has a nose for the ball. She gets to it. That's a good job there, Tycee. Get extra possession for your team. All right, good save. Now, Alex, look, right here, it's 2-2 on a break, right? You can't go for that steal. Now, look, it's like a 4-2 or 4-1 almost. So it's one pass and a layup. Again, they're scoring easy buckets. Now, look, blue on defensively. You guys are trotting back. Nobody is seeing the ball. As if the yellow team is going to stop playing or something. All right, so y'all got to transition defense. You got to do a better job. Devereaux, you're still behind the play. So now yellow sprints down, scores a basket because we think that the other team's going to stop playing or something. Nice throw ahead, Alex. Good vision. And the other Alex ran the floor nicely. All right. So now right here, we got to make sure we step in, Darius. Step up and into Isaac. You step over. So Isaac's downhill he's already in front of you for the rebound. It's a great effort right there, Isaac. So we got to learn how to block out on free throws. All right. Blake kind of bullies himself to the right. Another offensive rebound for Isaac. That's good. We need more of that. Hey, good drive and kick. Again, Blake, we talked about your playmaking, and Xavier had missed a wide open shot today. So that's a great decision. Alex, this is impressive. You getting paint touches. You're known as a jump shooter, but you're getting more and more point guard skills. So that's good to see. Xavier, the risk was not worth the reward right there, even if he catches it. So again, they get downhill in a steal. All right. Devereaux, I'd rather see you get in triple threat and make that same move than just a dribble immediately, but good shot nonetheless. All right, so here we go. Alex has the ball, and here we go. If you get a paint touch, good things happen. So we give Jashawn one more chance, and there he goes. Way to knock it in there. All right, so there's Alex back in the paint, causing more problems. Darius, you got to attack left. That's what's open. And then Logan would float and be wide open. But you attack right where everybody is, and you just run into a bunch of people. All right, so Coach Key had Gavin starting to force Darius to his left. So, Gavin, you got to make sure he actually goes that direction. And Colin, what's shell drill? You should be on the elbow right now. So, Alex is poorly spaced. So that should be an easy defensive possession, but Colin gets gapped because he's not applying shell drill, and then Darius ends up going right anyway. So both Gavin do your job and Colin same thing. Xavier, that was a great pass off a pick and roll, and you're seeing it much quicker. Great job. All right, so after this shot, I like seeing Matt and Jashawn get down there and battle. Matt, hold that block out a little more, and I don't want the ball to hit the ground, but y'all are pretty high at those rebounds, so I like to see you get some lift and get rebounds. That's good. All right, good roll, Matt. You were open for a moment. All right, and then Gavin knocks it down. All right, so again, another over-the-top pass from Xavier. I can't tell you how impressed I am with that and how we grown in that area. Another wide-open shot for Alex, but look at the big Alex. He runs in, and he's causing more problems because he's always getting the rebounds because immediately when the shot goes up, he's reading. So, Alex, you're bringing so much value to the team because I don't think there's many players on the court that's duplicating what you're doing at that level. Two things here. Great contest by Jashawn, but look where Matt is on the court. He's at the very back. And so he sees the shot goes up, and immediately he sprints all the way in, untouched, gets an offensive rebound. Matt, we need more of that, more consistently. All right? It's about consistency with you. It's not about if you're capable of doing it. Way to create spacing first, Alex. Then he comes off the screen. Patience, waits for the play to develop. That was impressive from a point guard perspective. All right. Make sure you're using your left hand, Alex. Now look at this block out. We got to make sure we step into the yellow defenders, but we step inside and get pushed under. And because of that, ball goes over our head, offensive rebound. The best time to shoot a three is after offensive rebound. That's a wide open look, and we just dodged the bullet right there for blue. All right, way to finish that possession with a rebound right there, Derek. That was strong. All right, so I'm going to give a lot of credit to the players. Y'all learned to read plays off the board like we discussed during training camp, and the coaches drew up some really, really good plays. So right now, the blue team has a play drawn up, and all you got to do is make sure you execute. So at the end of the game, that's what's going to make or break you when it comes to winning time. So Colin has the ball. He's looking one way and throwing another. He knows Blake is coming off, but he doesn't want to tip that off. If Blake doesn't dribble or if he catches it clean, that's a wide open layup. But somebody kind of went to the wrong spot because Matt and Blake shouldn't be sitting in the same spot. So here, watch Nick. He's number 5. He comes around, sets a slight moving screen. A ref's not going to call that at the end of the game, I don't think. And that's a wide open shot. So both coaches drew up really good plays for great looks. Now, Nick, you kind of went rogue. The play was not for you to run up there. I could tell. It was a stagger screen for Alex. And your guy came, which kind of affected how the spacing on the floor. Here's another thing. Alex, Nick, you can't be below the free throw line on a free throw, or that's a lane violation. All right, but all in all, y'all did really good. I just want to grow from this week 1. For this to be week 1, this was really good. So great job, guys, and we'll see you next Sunday.